Hi everyone, welcome to another week of TNT, and thank you very much for all those people watching and enjoying the Grumpy Old Men program yesterday. Now, last week it was all about retirement, certainly plenty in the news, both with changes to the Thailand elite visa, and they're coming up very shortly. Hopefully sometime maybe later this week we might know about those changes, but also some mooted changes by the Deputy Police Commissioner that might be happening to the OA visa sometime in the future. Nothing's been announced, nothing firm, but when Surachat Hakpan says he's going to do something, it's really up to us just to sort of at least open our ears and listen to what he's saying, because he does tend to follow through. But at the end of the day, it's not his final decision. So the new government, they'll have to make the decision when they eventually get their pens out and start making some legislation. But they better vote in a Prime Minister first. That's not happening anytime soon. Well, not at least until August the 14th. Don't have a lot of political news today, but we do have a follow-up to a rather grisly story on Friday. We spoke about these body parts found in Koh Pha Ngan, which is one of the three popular islands in the Gulf of Thailand, all sort of grouped together there near Koh Samui. And Spanish chef faces murder charge in Pha Ngan dismemberment case. This reported in the Bangkok Post. And the Koh Samui Provincial Court has approved a police warrant for the arrest of a Spanish chef suspected to have killed and dismembered the body of his Colombian surgeon lover in a hotel room on Koh Pha Ngan Island. And DNA tests of human parts found by trash collectors at a rubbish dump on the island on Thursday proved to be that of 44-year-old Edwin Arteaga, a Colombian national. And says the two men were believed to have been involved in a relationship for about 1 year, and the Spanish suspect, a 29-year-old called Daniel Bronchalo, has been detained at the Pha Ngan police station. He's been charged with premeditated murder, concealing and removing body parts to cover up the death or the cause of death. And the local police chief said that after admitting to killing and dismembering the Colombian, the suspect appeared relaxed. Interesting, in the same sentence, I suppose this is legal jargon, he's admitted to killing and dismembering the Colombian, but he's also referred to as a suspect. And police say only the body part, which the suspect said have been dumped into the sea in a duffel bag, had yet to be found. In a statement given to police, the suspect claimed Ariata came to his hotel room on Tuesday and asked for sex. The Spaniard became angry and hit him, causing Ariata to fall and strike his head against the bathtub, causing his death. The police said investigators were not convinced by his statement because the acquired evidence indicated the murder was premeditated. And then a bit of background, police had learned that Mr. Sancho asked Ariata to come to Koh Pha Ngan for the full moon party, and that it was Ariata who had paid Mr. Sancho's expenses and allowed him to use his credit card. Moreover, Ariata had also opened a restaurant for Mr. Sancho in Spain. Then the suspect is the son of the Spanish actor Rodolfo Sancho Aguirre, or is that Aguirre, and actress Silvia Bronchalo. A well-known chef in his home country, he also had a YouTube channel, and Ariata, the victim, operated a successful cosmetic surgery business in Monteria, Colombia. And some more reporting on this story from nationthailand.com. Spanish tourist confesses to killing, dismembering his Colombian lover, and a Spanish national has pleaded guilty to the murder and dismemberment of his lover, a Colombian doctor. And then further down there, initially he'd told officers at the Koh Pha Ngan police station that his 44-year-old Colombian lover had disappeared. Major General Surachat Hakpan, the Deputy Commissioner General of the Royal Thai Police, said officers are now in the process of revoking Bronchello's visa, and forensic officers are confirming the identity of the deceased from the parts of his body that were found. Another grisly murder in Thailand, with that modus operandi being to dismember the body after the murder. Now, a bit more follow-up to that explosion in the fireworks warehouse down in the south of Thailand. It was, 8 days ago now. Let's find out the latest on that. We go to Thai PBS World. Fireworks warehouse owners charged on 4 counts. And police have filed charges of negligence causing death and injury, illegal modification of a building, illegal importation of fireworks, and breaching the state of emergency decree against the couple who own the fireworks warehouse in Sungai Kolok. The two surrendered to immigration police in Sadao district of Songkhla province yesterday and were escorted to the Muno sub-district police station in Sungai Kalok. And during the initial questioning in Sadao, the wife told police that she used to be a sales representative selling fireworks for a company in Hat Yai district before her marriage. After the marriage, she claimed that they started a small business selling fireworks in 2014, a venture which prospered and expanded. And according to police, the couple were travelling in Malaysia when their warehouse exploded. This was on July the 29th, killing 12 people, injuring over 100 others, and about 300 houses were also damaged, including 5 which will have to be demolished. But it hasn't been quiet down in the south since. More reporting from Thai PBS, and this report says that a car bomb explosion in Sungai Kalok with no injuries. And CCTV footage shows a car being driven to the intersection and stopping. The driver got out of the car, ran to a waiting motorcycle, which sped away. Shortly afterwards, the device exploded. Police rapidly sealed off the area. Debris from the explosion was scattered over a radius of 100 metres. Meanwhile, another bomb disposal squad destroyed a gas cylinder found at a railway crossing, also in Sungai Kalok district. This happened yesterday, as it was believed to contain an improvised explosive device. But no, there's even more. ThaiPBSWorld.com also reporting a bomb defused near Yala's Muang district police station, and an improvised explosive device allegedly planted by insurgents near Yala's City District Police Station was safely defused yesterday by a team of explosive ordnance disposal officers. And it says a 15-kilogram gas cylinder stuffed with explosives was found placed against the fence of the district police station, where several seized cars and motorcycles are being kept, prompting an EOD team to rush to the site. And the officers initially deployed a robot to check the suspicious device before using a high-powered water cannon to disrupt its detonation mechanism and moving to defuse it. You'd have to imagine that these EOD officers down there in the deep south have become very proficient with ways to defuse some of these bombs. They're certainly kept very, very busy, but a lot of activity down there in the south after that big fireworks warehouse explosion, probably not connected, but still quite a worrying ramp up of violence down there in the south. Lucky to report, at least with these recent explosions, that no one was killed. Now, I'd like to thank our sponsors, 5 Star Marine, for their ongoing support. Now, if you do come down to Phuket, and gee, we've had this fantastic weather, another beautiful day out there. This is quite strange for this time of the year, I'd have to say. But the boats are full at the moment. But if you are coming down to Phuket and you'd like to head out to any of the 30 or so islands around the Phuket island, then I can recommend 5 Star Marine if you'd like a VIP charter tour. There's a link in the description for a special deal for TNT viewers. Hope you had a great weekend. Now, I've got one day to go to try and get the remaining subscribers to reach 25,000. I think I'm going to fall short at the moment, but if you haven't subscribed, now would be the time to do it if I was going to cross over that 25,000 subscriber mark in 1 year, which I think I'd be pretty proud of. Yes, indeed, August the 8th last year was the first TNT program, Tim Newton Today. So if you haven't subscribed and you'd like to help me out, well, it's not really helping me, but it'd be great to have you as a subscriber anyway. But I'll certainly be pretty close to 25,000 by the time we check tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But the story from Nation Thailand reporting Chinese investors top BOI investment applications. The Board of Investment reports receiving a steady influx of investment applications, particularly in the fields of electric vehicles, electronics and digital industries. Over the past 6 years, China has submitted more than 900 investment projects with a value of more than 526 billion baht. And then it says China's investors are exploring avenues to expand their investments in the ASEAN region, and direct foreign investment statistics for last year show 1,070 investment projects with a total value of nearly 434 billion baht. And that's indicating a 42% increase in the number of projects and a 36% increase in the total investment compared to the previous year, given that the previous year we were still in the throes of the COVID-19 pandemic. So it's great to see an increase, but perhaps exaggerated because of the lack of activity in 2021. And China accounted for the highest investment value last year of 77.38 billion baht, representing 18% of the total foreign investment value for 158 projects. Taiwan and Hong Kong were among the top 6 investors. The Board of Investment are working hard to try and attract investment into Thailand. It doesn't make it particularly easy for them when there's no functioning government. We don't even have a Prime Minister at the moment. Anyway, they seem to be doing a good job, and let that money keep coming in. Heading down to Phuket now, and ThaiPBSWorld.com reporting probe ordered into oil slicks washed up onto Phuket's beaches. Now, I have seen something like this before. It was about 2 years ago. We were dragged down to Mai Khao Beach to check out these sort of blobs of gooey, oil-based, almost rubbery material. But when it got on your shoes, in fact, I've still got shoes that I have a look on the soles and still got remnants of these black, gooey mess that's very, very hard to remove. This looks quite similar. It says that the Marine Department officials in Phuket have been asked to check ships which have sailed past the popular island in the past 7 days to discover whether any of them illegally discharged engine or bunker oil into the sea, after oil slicks were found on several beaches. And the slicks were found washed ashore on Mai Khao, Nai Ton, Nai Yang and La Yan beaches in the Talang district. These are all west coast beaches up on the northern end of the island. And then further down, the Deputy Director General of the Marine and Coastal Resources Department said that samples of the oil were collected and sent for analysis to determine whether they are bunker or engine oil. And a young green sea turtle covered with oil was found on the beach in front of the Angsana Laguna Hotel in the Talang district. And the turtle, which weighs only about 100 kilograms, was rescued and taken to the Rare Marine Species Rescue Centre to have the oil removed before it's released back into the sea. Well, that's a bit further south, down on Bang Tao Beach. And Marine Police are advising tourists to avoid entering the sea where the oil slicks were found. So it's going to take at least a few days to clean up that mess. Let's see if we can find out some more on it. And this from the Phuket News, and they're somewhere in the middle of all those ads. Search on for oil slick culprits as beach cleanup continues. And down the bottom of the article it says, in an attempt to locate the offenders, officials from the Andaman Maritime Traffic and Safety Control Centre, together with the 3rd Naval Area, are using VTS systems to backtrace information on ships and vessels that have travelled along the western coast of Phuket in the past few days. Additionally, a helicopter from the CSCA base took off yesterday to search for ships along the coast that may have been guilty of causing the oil spill. Authorities have vowed to continue the search process until the offenders are identified and can be prosecuted as per the law. So if you are up on the northern beaches of Phuket, and a lot of people have paid probably a lot of money to go and stay in expensive hotels there and dangle their feet in the Andaman Sea, but you might have to confront some oil slicks. I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of volunteer groups along those beaches trying to clean that up today. And a big, big thank you to those people that always seem to turn up when we have these environmental disasters. There's a photo there of some police and volunteers yesterday working along the beach, cleaning up those oil slicks. As I said, they sort of end up as these globules of plasticky oil, black goo. It's really, really hard to clean off the beach and clean off your shoes. To our next story today, and the former Thai PM Thaksin backtracks on his plan to return home again. And the former Thai PM Thaksin Shinawatra reneged on his promise to return home to Thailand on August the 10th, citing the need for a medical checkup as his reason. So all those people heading out to the Don Mueang airport on 3 days might have to just delay your excitement because he's not coming back, in the short term. And Thaksin, who currently lives in self-exile abroad, wrote on X, the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, I've got so much to say about that, but it's not really relevant to the story, that he needed to postpone his return originally planned for next Thursday by a couple of weeks because he needed to meet with his doctor. He said, "I want to postpone my return to Thailand from August the 10th by not more than 2 weeks. I'll inform everyone of the date and time again. A doctor called me and asked me to undergo health checks." My doctor never seems to call me up for health checks. And reports from Thai media outlets predict that Thaksin's return will not happen until or if a new government led by Per Thai, a political party that he's closely associated with, is formed. I'm pretty sure Thaksin will be wanting familiar faces running the government when he did return. Also might be some good judgment there because his return would overshadow anything else happening with the formation of a new coalition and the election of a prime minister in Thailand. And a bit of sad news today, perhaps politically linked. Thai PBS World reporting that the self-styled graft buster Chewit diagnosed with advanced liver cancer. And Chewit Kamonvisit, a massage parlour tycoon turned anti-corruption crusader, has revealed that he's got stage 3 liver cancer and is undergoing chemotherapy. Over the past 2 years, he's had a very strong influence on the immigration department, the Thai police force and politics, and he's certainly been a whistleblower and graft buster. And 62-year-old Chewit said his doctors have given him 8 months to live, but vowed to devote what time he has left to doing what he loves, drinking and smoking. He's also pledged to continue his crusade to reveal the secrets of politicians for the sake of the country. And he said, "The doctors told me to stop drinking and smoking, so I asked them if I would be free of cancer if I did. They said no. So I told them not to try to stop me from doing them. I continue doing them because I'm happy to." And the National Cancer Institute has stated that of the 139,000 cancer patients in Thailand, the largest group have liver cancer. That's 22,213 people. So liver cancer there causing the highest rate of cancer in Thailand, something I didn't know. Well, all we can do is wish Chewit well and hope his good health continues for the longest time possible and he continues to get good care. Quite a character, owner of the Davis Hotel in Bangkok, one of my favourite hotels, a place I've stayed many, many times, probably about 10, 15 years ago rather than recently. But we do wish him well. And with that, I thank you very much for watching today. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's see if we can get to that 25,000 by the end of today. We'll tell you the results tomorrow. Whether we get there or not doesn't really matter. I'm very, very grateful for your ongoing support. And I've enjoyed today, so let's do it again tomorrow.